Hi, this is Johnston in activity 5-8, testing access to a folder. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to log into our Windows 8 server, doing our password 01, and theirs says 11, but mine is 111 for the server, so I know that that's set correctly. So we'll click OK there, so that looks like that's correct. Then we're going to go ahead and close out of that. Here, and I want us to go to domain option instead, and we're going to type in 412 dom1.local and then click OK. Alright, and this one should pop up, and if you have any problems like I did for a minute, I ended up pinging the network and I double checked my settings and it seemed to work after that. So our next step, we're going to be typing administrator. So there we go. Welcome to 412dom1.local domain. Then you just basically click OK and OK, and it'll have to restart. Now let's do restart now. Alright, now we can actually do other user. It didn't let us have this option before, so now we can do this. Other user, and accounting 1, and basically our password will be our password 01, the capital P, and we'll see if it'll let us in there. Yay! So it actually lets us in there. And so we're connecting to server 1 that way. And now it has to set up Windows for the accounting user here. And what I had to do in my network settings, I had to actually have it go to the server that was created, the server 1, and I also had the alternative route to be the router's IP address too, so that way add 2 routes to get to the server, and then that ended up working for my configuration. Which they did talk about in the beginning of the book. They said you don't need a router, but in my case, I had one and I had to use it, so I used the default IP address for that. So here we go. So now we're actually logged into our accounting one that we just created, and then we're going to go ahead and go to our command prompt. And it should be administrator and password. Otherwise, we would do our accounting password and use that password one for the accounting. /claims, and it says user has no claims. And it was saying in here, if you didn't set the job title attribute for accounting one, no claim is configured for this attribute. That's why it says there's no claims. And then we're going to right click start and run. And then here we're going to do //412 server 1. So because we're accounting, that's the reason why the marketing is not accessible. So we'll actually have to log in as marketing if you really want that to work. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll log off, and we'll log in as marketing 1, and that way we know that when we go into that folder it should work. And just a capital P for password 01 or 01 I should say. And now it has to set up Windows in this one too. So here we go. We logged into marketing. With password 01. Alright, now we're going to put who am I /claims, and it still says that we'll have no claims. I was making an error earlier, and what it was is I kept doing command prompt admin, and you just need to go straight to command prompt, and then this is where you put who am I, and then /claims. Then it'll tell you what the claims are here, and on this one I'm the manager, so in marketing 1, and so we know that that's correct based upon what the book says. I'm just so used to doing command prompt admin for most things that I did it by default. So anyways, you go to marketing here and it goes to low confidential, because that's all the basic manager marketing team can do basically. With capital P for password 01.